Okay. Just state your name when you come up, birthday, time you were born, location, and we will, and also give Stacy the what you want, where you're looking for, either tarot or if you needed a Reiki healing or clearing, or she might suggest that you need a clearing too. So if that's the case, make sure you get a cup of water, because that will definitely help. And yeah, let's get this thing started.
We have Anne first.
Okay, Anne. Let me pull this up. All right, let me get my pen here. Welcome, Anne. How are you doing today?
Wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm doing amazing. Feeling amazing right now. A lot of stuff's going on, so it's awesome.
Well, I'm not new, so if you'd like to move on to somebody new, I would understand.
Do you want did I do a reading on you before?
Last week. I was wondering if that was the same man.
Well, she wants. Do you want a tarot? Does she want like a tarot session? We'll do something at the end for you, I guess. If nobody else comes in, I guess. Did we do it last week? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see.
Did you have a question, Anne, or you wanted to say hi?
Did you have a question, or?
I was basically just kind of looking for a clearing.
Oh, you wanted a clearing? Okay. That's Stacy's department there. I mean, I can do clearings too for you. I like to do them all at once, but individually to pull off all the entities. Stacy's really good at doing that. But I do like a mass clearing. So normally what I do is we'll do like a prayer, and I like to do it at the end of the show. And then we play a clearing where we all recite, and that kind of clears the energy. If there's anything left around, it's going back to source, because all of us together collectively can cleanse ourselves. So I like to do a collective clearing, I would say. Individualized, Stacy's actually really good at removing individual attachments, like directly on the body. I think, Stacy, where are you at on your universal limit?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm getting that she needs an attachment clearing, and I asked if I had permission, so yes, I can do that.
Okay, so
if you want to do the next person,
yeah, that's what we'll do.
While I work on her.
Okay. Yeah, just get some water in. Make sure you drink some water while she's doing that, to help move the energy, and you'll feel a little bit lighter when she's done.
Thank you so much.
Yes. All right.
Next, we have Miss Tammy.
Miss Tammy. Hello there.
Hello, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
Good. You did a reading on me before, but I didn't have my date or my time of birth. And I was wondering if Stacy could do the pendulum and get close to the time and get a better reading.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, great.
Sure.
Great.
Sure. Did we not do the reading because of your time at that time? Was that what it was?
You did a reading, but you said it was somewhat limited because
okay.
You couldn't get
then that's what we'll do. When Stacy's done doing then
I'll go ahead and do that real quick for the what's your Anne? Or for Tammy, I mean?
Yeah, Tammy's birthday, and let me look this up to see her information here from the last time. Yeah. Tammy, your birthday was October 31st? No, when's your birthday?
October 21st, 1960.
Okay, October 21st, 1960. And where were you born?
Salamanca, New York.
Salamanca. Okay. 1 second. Mm-hmm.
I'm getting 7:45 p.m.
7:45 p.m.?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow, cool.
Interesting. Okay. All right, 1 second here. I'm looking this up.
Now I'm gonna go to Ant.
You spell Salamanca? It's SALEM.
SALAMANCA.
Okay. 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 I see it. I see it here.
Okay.
Ah. Okay. Interesting. You're a cusp baby.
A what?
Cusp baby. You're
What's
right on
that?
the cusp. Somebody
Oh,
cusp babies when they're born on the cusp, you have unique things because you have abilities from both signs. Like cusp
Ooh.
babies are very psychic, very, very spiritual because they have the good traits of both signs, good and the bad of both signs. So you have traits of a Libra and you got traits of a Scorpio. You're like right there in the middle.
Yep.
And I think your birthday, the next day, 22nd is when it starts Scorpio. So you have a little bit of both. And people who are cusps are really psychic actually, because they have a little bit of both traits. And I'm looking at your chart right now and I'm just like, man, you have some really psychic alignments, and then you have a really empathic alignment intuitively. I feel like because your sun sign's in 28 degrees, so that's a really high spiritual alignment for a person in their sun sign. It's almost like when you have it at that range, the person feels like you feel like your whole life you were meant to be here for a reason. Like it's like everything that you do, it's like you were meant to be here. You almost get signs from the other side kind of guiding you on that purpose. And it's been like that since you were little. It's because you're very sensitive to energies. You're very psychic. Since you have a little bit of Libra and a little bit of Scorpio, that Libra makes you to seek that harmony and balance and beauty in other people. And wants you to kind of go against social justice and to keep things balanced. But at the same time, you're also very intuitive. Your sun sign's in your 6th house. So being that it's in your 6th house, right now for you, or at least specifically, you are improving and organizing yourself in more holistic ways to serve yourself and others. It's like you're becoming more spiritual. You're becoming more conscious of your body. I feel like you're drawn to serve others and you want to help people right now, more so than you ever have. And the 6th house kind of wants you to be aware of all your surroundings, be aware of yourself, to heal all the limitations and the flaws and the imperfections, things like that. It's like you're striving for perfection of your health, your mind, your body right now, and you kind of want to do that, to be pure, your pure and highest self. And that's kind of like where the 6th house is. And that's kind of how you're finding yourself right now, is through doing that and connecting back to yourself. This is going to be a time period for you where you can kind of put a lot of pressure on yourself, like make you critical of things that you don't need to be critical of on yourself, because the 6th house wants to, they are critical on themselves. That's one of the down things, is they do a lot of self-reflection. So be easy on yourself. That's the one lesson I would say for this.
I've been letting go a lot of things from the past. Definitely the guilt and regret is a big one. And I'm just finally getting to the point where I can say, I can let go of that now. That's all right.
Yes. Because, and this cycle is meant for you to go through right now in your life, just for you to be able to let go of all those deep emotions and deep impressions that you have, because you have a Scorpio moon. You're very psychic. Okay. This Scorpio moon is also in your 6th house, And it's also, it makes you very serious, okay, in your personality. Very, I would almost say moody, but the moodiness is because it's in 17 degrees and you are very sensitive to energies, especially visual impressions. I almost want to say you do have moments where you'll get like these little daydreams or these little, I would not even say nightmares. They're more like dreams where they kind of dictate stuff for you, and it has a significant meaning. Because the 17 in the middle of the degrees here, people usually would have really strong minds. So, and they get downloads all the time. People who have Scorpio moons are they're extremely loyal. They're deep. They're strong. You're passionate about your response to life and how things are. And a lot of people who have a high psychic alignment in their moon sign had an earlier childhood growing up because they were so psychic that people didn't understand them. So, being that it's in your 6th house as well, this represents like an emotional sensitivity with respect to issues with your service to yourself and others right now. Like you're very conscious of being concerned on how you can best serve yourself and others, and you see the world as what it is, and you kind of want to like use it as a reflection to fix things, and you kind of sometimes have the ability to be perfect on your own emotional processing because it's so hard to see things. So that's why you have to let things go right now, and this can make you very nervous and high strung until you start letting go of these things, and you're going to start feeling a lot better because you intuitively have a way of reading people and picking up things that's different from everyone else. And this, you have to control your emotions, which will make your environment's connected to your emotions. That's the best way I can put it for you. So if you're very adaptable, but if your environment is chaotic or the things around you and your environment's chaotic, it connects to your mood and your emotions very easily. So, I think the universe is making you realize how powerful you are right now as a soul, and letting you know to be of service to others that need your help, that need that uplifting from you. Because that's what
sometimes it's really hard to help others, and I get frustrated, and I also have to learn to let go of that.
Yes. Well, yeah, that's the 6th house, because the 6th house wants you to be perfect. It wants you to be able to, for people to understand you perfectly, and not everybody is on that frequency wave that you are on right now. So it's making you, it's forcing you to just, definitely want to help people, but to let go of the things that people don't understand or understand with you, and the connection of that, and to kind of slowly kind of analyze your situations a little better and how you go about doing it. Not necessarily going at it and trying to do it, because everybody is trying to do it, but it's the connection of how it's getting done. So it's kind of like you're in this cycle of just analyzing how you're doing it and slowly letting it go and perfecting it. And I feel like you work hard, and you're demanding of yourself. You're very critical of yourself because you work hard. You also expect others to work as hard as you do. And not everybody sets the bar high like you do right now. Yeah. You set the bar high for yourself. And
right
that's
now,
good.
In my life, Brad, I'm by myself for the first time in a long time, and I am grateful for it because I can work on myself. I've always had to take care of other people my whole life, and I've strived to do that. I took care of my mom for 8 years, and now I'm finally alone and can just focus on me, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, and you're a survivor. You're determined, because that ascendant in Taurus at 29 degrees, man, you are a person that's, you are fond of the pleasures of life. You are grounded. You're very secure with yourself and your home environment. You work hard to make your house an attractive one, a plush one, a nice one for yourself. And your ruling planet for your rising is Venus at 29 degrees. And then your Venus is in 0 degrees. So it's like you are very sensitive. With your Venus being in your 7th house. Interesting. And it's in Sagittarius. So Venus and Sagittarius are very intuitive. It's like an intuition of how you love people and love yourself. You know exactly. The energy is like, you're very charming, easygoing. People love you. They love you. You love people, and you have good intuition with things. Like and how your approach to life, and people love your energy. You like to travel, and you see different points of view very easily. You probably have a lot of friends.
No, don't. I'm isolated right now.
Oh,
and
okay.
I think
That's probably
it's
because you're
for a purpose.
okay. No, I get it, because when it's at 0 degrees, you have to isolate yourself because of how much energy you're picking up, and people who generally have it at 0 degrees, like I'm isolated too. I have my risings in 0, so because of that, I'm hyper aware of people, and that's also with you. So yeah, I can see that, but if for most people, if they were when they were younger, they probably had a lot of friends, but now that these energies are at heightened right now. The planet's in a heightened state. 0 degrees makes you very sensitive for things. It's in your 7th house. So that's the house of partnerships and marriage, soulmate connections, and your Venus. So I almost want to say this is a cycle that you're going to be on. Either if you're married, you're strengthening this soulmate connection, or if you're not married, you're going to run into your soulmate right now, or a couple of them. And because the 7th house and your Venus kind of wants you, because relationships are really important to you, connections, partnerships right now. And you're going to only feel like you're at your best when you're in concert with another person, especially an intimate partner. So that's why the 7th house is kind of making a mirror of how you love yourself and love others is through your partner, kind of like that. And what is nice on your own becomes reality, was really nice with another person, because you have like a gentle, I would say, personality that's very considerate and kind, and that's very, I guess, aesthetically and artistically pleasing, because you just know how to make things work for that individual. And I think with this placement, people who have it in their 7th house and Venus usually excel at many professions very well. They just naturally know how to connect with people. And they also tend to idealize their chosen love partner. Like they're like, oh, I want a man or a woman that's like this and like this. And it benefits from the realization that the true source of grace and beauty in your life comes from within your own nature. Because once you become that embodiment of what you want, that person that you're looking for, that mirror finds you. So I feel like this is an important time for you.
I said that would be great. I've been through 2 bad marriages, and when I meet somebody and fall in love with somebody, I devote everything to them, and they seem to take control of me and change me into something worse. And it's like, so I don't want that anymore.
No, you're very sensitive and you're very easygoing with it. You want to be somebody with that, and I totally understand you, because I understand you with that. I have family members who have almost similar alignments that you have, so they're very similar. So I completely understand. Like my mom has a Scorpio moon and a Scorpio rise. She's a Scorpio with a Scorpio moon and a Scorpio and Mercury, and so she got the same thing going on. So yeah, you want to love a person deeply, but then you don't want to be manipulated at the same time. So you're kind of careful with that. But I feel like this is the season for you to kind of open up and see that possibility, because it's in 7th house. So that individual might be crossing your path very soon, if he hasn't already. But I feel like in the next year or 2, you're going to probably end up running into them.
Will I know?
Also, yeah, you're definitely going to know. You're 100% going to know.
That would be wonderful, because I can't find anybody that gets me.
Yeah, you're going to find somebody that gets you right away. And you're a lucky person, Tammy. I'll leave it at that. You're a very lucky person. Yeah, your Jupiter is in Sag, and it's this ruling planet, and it's in 9 degrees. So it just seems like you're that type of person that can go to a casino and you win all the time, even if you're not even trying.
Yeah. I do feel like I'm lucky. I do. I feel like I've had a blessed life, even though there's hard times in it,
Yes, but your consciousness is so expanded that this is a powerful alignment for you, because you're allowed to. The universe is kind of giving you information from all different places, and you kind of are. It's almost like you're in the right place at the right time to receive information, and you're constantly receiving it.
Oh, that's great.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like that. It's like, damn, like you're in the right place at the right time. You knew about COVID before it was COVID. You knew about the Q operation before it was popular, like that kind of stuff. Or you have a sense of impression from your guides that are talking to you and they're giving you information from another side, from the other realm. Like, it's like that. Like, you're getting all your information from all these places, and your consciousness is so expanded that's why it's hard for you to be on another level, people, because you are on another level right
well,
now.
My ears are ringing all the time, and sometimes the pitch goes real high.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know I'm getting a download, and it's like, boy, I hope my soul interprets that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sometimes the download, I get that too. I get that ringing in my ears, and in that download, sometimes some people will get the download right away, and then sometimes it might take somebody to unlock that download down the road. That you might not even get that download, access to that download, until you find the right person that meets that frequency to unlock it, and then all of a sudden that memory or whatever that is comes into play. So it doesn't necessarily happen. Mm-hmm. It doesn't necessarily happen right away for some people, but because your Jupiter's in your 8th house and it's in so expanded, nothing I think escapes your attention right now. You are literally you have excellent focus. You're a good worker. You go through things with a fine-tooth comb. I almost want to say you're a great investigator and researcher. Like, you just know how to see things. You know what's important to you. You have excellent focus, and you're very careful how you make your moves. And people with this placement in their Jupiter love to research stuff on the occult, esoteric knowledge, stuff that's like deep, that takes a lot of concentration to understand. And because your consciousness is so expanded, you can kind of see the vision in things. You see the end of the road or the end of the tunnel. You see what's going on. You see the 40,000 foot view. And sometimes it's like you don't even have to really go looking for it. It finds you a lot of the time.
I've had a pastor in the past tell me that I have the gift of prophecy, which is being able to see what's going to happen down the road from the action you're taking.
100%. I feel like that's the case for you. That's a great way of saying that. You're kind of like an oracle in your view. You can kind of see things in the distance very easily because of the way you learn and way you grow. There's no ceiling. There's no ceiling there. So because there's no ceiling, you can learn the universe almost ahead of people, and they be able to interpret it in a different way. And it's always like the universe has it set up for you always to be in the right position at the right time. That's kind of how it is set up for you, and you get that information as needed. So I hope that kind of helps for you.
Yeah, it did, definitely. I feel like you touched on a lot of things that I feel come natural to me.
Okay.
Definitely was very helpful.
Yeah, you are very psychic. Protect your energy. Know that you are but you're very, very grounded in how you appear to people because of that rising being so high. So I almost would say that because of that, you're very secure. That's why you're able to live by yourself, and you flourish. And now you're at a point where you can heal yourself, and you don't really have to worry about security as much because you made sure of that. That's the first thing. You're very determined. Okay, you manifest things by putting into action and doing and willing it into existence. And
I don't worry about money at all. I just
you shouldn't have to. You don't have to. That Taurus 29 degrees tells me that you are fine, security wise. Now you can focus on yourself. Most people have to worry about money first and, living situations and stuff like that. That's not the case for you at all. I don't see that.
I've always believed in that give to Caesar what is Caesar's, give to God what is God's. And that's always provided for me. It's like if I have a bill and I start worried about it, it's like, knock it off, Tammy. You know that is meant for Caesar.
Mm-hmm.
Not you.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've always seen you as my guides are telling me that you've always been a very responsible soul. Like you've always been that, even at a younger age, you've had your older friends and you've always been a responsible person. And it kind of matches up because you're Saturn and Capricorn doesn't make you go off the path too much. You kind of are really conservative. You're really, you don't like to take a lot of risks. And yeah.
I don't need to. I don't need to.
No, at all. So keep on the path that you're on. I feel like you're going to run into your soulmate. You got a 0 degree in Venus, so you're very, very intuitive with people. Like you just have a knack on understanding people, especially what I would say what makes, and people probably feel very comfortable around you a lot of the time. They probably open up to you a lot.
Oh God, yes, that gets me in trouble, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden I'm everything. I'm everything to them, and it's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
That's one of your gifts, actually. Is to be, you have people so close to you because it's at 0 degrees that you get them right away, and they just feel like, man, like you understand me, and you understand people so well.
Yeah, they do that to me, and it's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? I didn't mean to make you think that
Yeah, that's one of your gifts, actually. You can actually help a lot of people that way. That's one of your, I think, why it's aligning you to get everything in order, because you can connect the people in a way that's like, it helps people intuitively drop their guard down, and they'll share things with you. And then you have the way to kind of make it make sense for them, because you put things in context. You're really deep with how you put things in context. And you're very hyper aware of issues with yourself, your body. Right now, because your Mercury's in your 6th house, you got a lot of planets in the 6th house. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you got 4 planets in the 6th house right now. So, and then yeah, that's good. That means it's a transformation happening. And your Sun, your Moon, your Mercury are all in your 6th house. So your Sun sign's about to enter the 5th house, and once it does that, I think that's when you're going to step out and be this leader that you were always meant to be, and that's when you're really going to be helping people. I think in the next year or 2.
Oh, that's great. I want to, but I just need to be alone.
Oh yeah, yeah, right, right. You're gonna step out, and you're really gonna step into your power then. I say in like 1 or 2 years, when your Sun gets into the 5th house, that's when you're gonna be this. I'm gonna be asking you to do readings, because you're gonna be knowing exactly what's going on.
Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait. That's great.
That's awesome. And Stacey, yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Oh wow.
Yeah, Tammy. So I'm a cusp 82. So I'm 29 degrees.
Oh.
29 degrees Capricorn. So I understand what he's talking about there. I sent you a message too, a private message. So because I do Reiki and chakra balancing, attachment clearings, tarot cards, oracle cards, house clearings, pendulum dowsing. And I was getting that you might be interested in some of that stuff too. So I sent you a link to my website. Just check it out too.
Yeah, I think, Tammy, you would be interested in that. You can do readings just like us. Your consciousness is primed to learn, and once you do, you can do similar to what we're doing, but very easily.
Yeah, the stars are the limit.
Yes.
It's awesome. And I finished the clearing for Anne, and I sent her a message also as far as what I cleared for her.
Awesome. I hope you feel lighter again. Okay.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So next we have Janet.
Okay. Hello, Janet. Just hit your the blue button, Janet, on the microphone, and when it turns green, then you can speak.
Janet, if you're there, push the blue button until it turns green, and that will let you speak.
I will DM her, see if she stepped away, but we can move on
Okay.
If you want to do that.
Okay,
all
sure.
Right. Next, we have Erica.
Erica. Hey, Erica.
Hey, Brian.
What's up?
Well, I want to see if you could do a reading on me real quick.
You want me to do a tarot reading? What did you want? What kind of reading would you want from me?
Yeah, tarot. That's what you're doing for everybody else, right?
Oh, I do. Well, I do tarot as well, but I also do the natal chart readings. If you want me to do a natal chart reading for you, actually, I regularly do that in here. But I also do tarot too. Stacy does tarot as well. So we both do tarot. But what kind of reading would you want?
I think tarot. What are you feeling with me? What are your guys saying?
Wait. She already told me what she wanted. She just doesn't know what things are called. She wants Brad to do the natal chart. She knows her time of birth. And then she wants Stacy to do any bad removal on her.
Okay.
Right.
What's your birthday, Erica?
May 26, 1982.
So 26. Okay, 82. And which time were you born?
9:25 p.m.
And where were you born?
New York, New York.
New York, New York. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
New York. All right, one second. Let me look this up.
Okay.
Is this our Erica?
Yes.
Okay. you changed your avatar, so I wasn't for sure if that was you or not.
yeah, that's me.
All right, hold on here.
Okay, so Erica, I am getting that you do need a clearing and that I do have permission. So I'll be doing that while Brad's doing your natal chart. So just make sure you drink plenty of water.
Okay.
Some people they usually will feel lighter, like energetically, like in their chest or their shoulders or their back. Sometimes some people even feel like a tingling. It takes me a few minutes to go through it, so.
Okay.
You just gotta pay attention to your body.
Okay. Will do.
All right.
Okay. All right, Erica. So, yeah, you are a mixture of both, man. You have some pretty interesting alignments. Oh, hold on, let me see. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at your chart. Your chart kind of your sun sign's very low as far as 5 degrees, so it's like a physical healer range, more on the empath side. The closer you get to 0 degrees, the more sensitive of energies you are, the more newer the energies feel for the individual, especially in their sun sign. So since you have that Gemini, this can make you very anxious, drained of energy a lot sometimes, especially now because you have this really empathic alignment in your sun sign, and kind of how it's similar to Tammy's sun sign, where yours is in the 6th house as well. So you're kind of right now trying to organize and be more holistic and better to yourself. People in the 6th house tend to like go through their life and they're like, okay, I don't need this, and they tend to like have a regimen. Like they every morning they wake up and they take their vitamins, they take their smoothies, they take things that nourish their body, because they're hyper aware of their bodies and maintaining that. And they don't want to. They're drawn to want to help and serve people. So that may be why you are in the position that you're in, to want to get a profession to kind of help people, which I think that you do, because it's a 6th house, being that you love to help and you're drawn to serve others. You want to help right now. People with this placement are really attention to detail. They're really detail oriented, and they want to fix all the imperfections and flaws with their self. So you're at a point right now where you're trying to heal yourself. You're wanting to release things. You want to change. You're ready to accept these changes, and that's good. You're ready to heal the body. You're hyper aware of your body, so that's why you're eating the right foods. You're getting the right sleep. You're doing the right things necessary to add to your storehouse, and you need to, because you're very sensitive to energies. Okay, like the fact that you are around perceiving people, you probably pick up people's energy a lot more than what you realize, or you're picking up energies of other things around you a lot more than you realize, and that's why your energy is so variable for you. Now, being that you can pick up energy on people very easily, if people are around you in a room, you can kind of read them very well, their energy, without really having to connect as hard as other people. That's interesting. And then your moon sign in Cancer is the highest alignment it could be. I mean, it's 29 degrees. This makes you very psychic. You're very sensitive. You're very protective of others. You're a natural nurturer, and you have extremely psychic abilities. You have a need to be nurturing and nurtured yourself. And people with this placement, their feelings are vulnerable when they're in a position of holding on to things, because the Cancer moons have a tendency to hold on to impressions of the past, or hold on to old habitual patterns of the past, and they kind of like they have a hard time letting go. I feel like at 29 degrees, though, this is a karmic lesson for you, and you are learning this so this won't happen again for yourself, or as easily in the next 10 or 20 years. So yeah, this is going to make you your moods are going to change, your emotions are going to change, but you're getting downloads all the time of information psychically. Sometimes you might not know what those downloads are. It's a feeling you get. Okay. And people with this placement, if it was on a lower degree, I would say it would make you very emotional and have a tendency to withdraw from the world. But because it's such a high degree, I almost want to say like your guides protect you a lot, and they keep you, and you put up barriers a lot to try to protect yourself from that happening. Because people with it at 29 degrees are hyper aware of what's going on. Like they know exactly what makes them tick, what doesn't, and they prevent things from happening. The higher the alignment they are, it's like spiritually guiding you. Now it's in your 8th house, so this is like a double psychic connection, because the 8th house and their moon sign kind of represents like emotional sensitivity, often psychic connections with deep-rooted emotional experiences. So you're naturally like an intuitive person, and you may be interested in knowing about deep subjects right now, life and death, the occult, esoteric knowledge, what are dimensions, what is 5D, like all that stuff that's happening, you kind of want to learn about or experience it for yourself. And a lot of people who have this placement have very vivid astral experiences, like that dream you were just telling me about. That's like that was definitely something that you were supposed to happen for you, because that's your guides talking to you and showing you something. Now, how you interpret it is kind of key, and sometimes it might not make sense. It might not make sense right away for you. That's why it's kind of important to kind of keep a dream journal, write down how the dream goes down when you first wake up, and then kind of keep track of them when you see stuff, because they might make sense later or might not. But it was meant for you to see and remember that. That's why it's so vivid. I feel like that's the case for you. And you people with this placement can be emotionally vulnerable, but the higher in the degrees you are, the more you're alert and aware of everything. So you know yourself in that regard, and you don't allow yourself to get to that point. This will make you a super nurturer, wanting to protect people you love and care about. And I feel like the key lesson for you in this is to learn how to be more emotionally detached, so you can be more aware of what's going on in your world, and kind of detach yourself emotionally from people that could hurt you, like family members, like friends that don't serve your highest good right now. That's kind of like a lesson for being in the 8th house in your moon sign. Now you're, wow, you're very intuitive. I would say you're definitely on how you learn things. Information comes to you, and you kind of like, you make it make sense, and you see it very well. You read it very well. You have a 1-degree alignment in Jupiter, so and it's in your 10th house. So because your Jupiter's in Scorpio, you're really careful personality. I have a Scorpio and Jupiter too. See, Scorpio and Jupiter's, we're very shrewd, very careful, we have good judgment. That's one of the things I say. We have good judgment, and we have a constant sense of what's important to us. So that tends to make us good workers or good teachers, because we put a lot of energy into things, and we have an innate sense of where we want to go and who we want to be immediately. And we're very passionate about how we do things. So one of the gifts in Jupiter for Scorpios is they have this gift of observation. They can see things very, very easily. For you, it's like you see it right away. You can see things very clearly. Information comes to you, and it's like you get it right away. You don't have to kind of like look for the answer long. You just have to trust yourself that that's what you're seeing. And this will make you very fond of going into context with things, like learning more about the occult, learning more about this esoteric knowledge, learning more about the stars, all this stuff, because and your truest core, once you understand all this stuff, you have the makings to be a healer or a mystic yourself. And you're going to go through many changes in your life as you're searching and getting deeper connections of your higher power and your power. And that's the key. Like, you're transforming yourself as you're learning this stuff. So this is kind of an interesting alignment. And then I see your Venus is also interesting. You're very psychic in that regard. You have this energy that's just infectious. It's like contagious. I shouldn't say infectious. Contagious. Because you have that Aries alignment in your Venus in your 4th house. So the way you love yourself and love people, you're very energetic. And it's very impulsive, enthusiastic. You're headstrong with things. And a lot of people with this placement are strong artists, and they're passionate in how they are with people, and they like to take the initiative when it comes to who they love and to go after who they love. They're really ardent lovers. They don't wait and hesitate. And they're like, oh, I like that guy, I'm going after him. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So 10-25 degrees, so already your aura yourself, you give off an energy that makes people feel comfortable naturally. It's almost like you're a lighthouse when you come into a room. People see your energy as well. Now, it's in your 4th house, so the 4th house represents a deeply felt connection within you, between the values and aesthetics and the roots of your being, like your environment, your mind, and as in your home and family life. So this will make you very fond of children right now. Venus, especially in this will make you very receptive and nostalgic. And if your home and family life is chaotic, then it's a universal. I almost feel like it's a universal karmic lesson for you to go through this, because you had to kind of adjust your own home and family life and readjust yourself and get yourself on the path to where you can kind of heal from that. And that's kind of your finances are definitely going to be linked to your environment right now. So I feel like if you can work from home or figure out a job where you can work from where you're comfortable, that's going to be maximize a lot for you. But it also could be a lot of people who have this in the 4th house, their father or is likely to provide a stable or secure role for them in their life. And if it's not secure with that same sex parent or their father mainly, then it tends to be disruptive for them and then chaotic. So that's why you had to go through those things, and that changes for you because of what you had to go through. But all in all, it's like you value the connections with people in your inner circle. And I feel like any place that you're around, you naturally create a calm and beneficial environment for whoever you're around. So it's perfect you're in the situation that you're in right now, because this is you just naturally can make things calm and even kill and make it a home wherever you're at. So that's key. And it's a gift that you have to do that. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah. I
You're kind of here
usually
to
get
do this.
no, I usually get that I'm easy to talk to. People tell me that I'm easy to talk to.
Yes, extremely. Well, you have that Aries is definitely extremely easy to talk to, and that's where I feel a lot of your outer planets are kind of pointing in the direction that you're here to kind of shake things up for the collective, because you're like me. You have a lot of Sagittarius in your outer planets, so you're in my generation. Probably because we're born in the same year, but because we are born in the same year, a lot of us tend to have we tend to not be married because of that Libra and Pluto. We don't like emotional commitments. We don't like contracts. So a lot of us either get divorced early or we just don't never get married. And it's not that it's like oh, why were we never married? No, we were meant to never be married because of that perspective to bring to the collective, because of our alignments. A lot of us have that Pluto and Libra. We don't like emotional commitments and contracts. We look at it with a side eye. So we were meant to kind of all collectively go through this individually and then to bring these experiences to the collective. And the fact that you have your Neptune and Uranus and Sag just tells me that you're supposed to embody these new age principles, these ideas, these philosophies, and help the collective in that way, like changing your whole life, learning about frequency and higher mind and all these other theologies and embodying it. And I'm kind of shortchanging it because of time, but that's
Right.
kind of what that means.
Okay. Wow. That was intense.
Yeah, and then that rising in Sag, just you have you're a real direct person. You're real direct.
Yeah.
You kind of say what's on your mind, and a lot of times your guides talk to you that way. They'll talk to you on how you feel, and you usually say the truth. And sometimes that truth hurts people, but it is the truth, and your truth does matter. And that's how it is. You're really well liked by people. People see you as a really well liked, enjoyable person. That's why they say you're easy to be around. You like to travel. You like taking risks. You're generous. You're easygoing. You're very curious about the world. You kind of like, if people were to guess your birthday, they would think you're a Sagittarius.
Oh my God.
Okay. Because of your energy that you give off to people, the mask that you wear in the world is similar to that, and it's also very psychic. So I would say pay attention to your surroundings, trust your inner self, know that you're on this path, because the path that got you on is exactly where you need to be. And it's a healing modality for you right now. And everything that you're learning, you're going to be able to use down the road. You already are in 5D, so don't question if you aren't in there. The fact that you're aware of everything right now puts you in a higher frequency already. So people are waiting to see if we are in 5D already. Most of us in this room, actually everybody in this room is already in 5D plus already. Just the state of mind. It's not a place. State of mind, and then your environment changes when your state of mind changes, because you're a co-creator of your reality. So once your state of mind changes, then the frequency and the environment changes right after that.
Yeah, that's true.
Drink some water too, because I think she did a clearing for you.
Yeah.
And,
yes, I did, Erica.
My body feels hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Yeah.
I bet it does. Oh, there's Evelyn. Hey, Evelyn. Yeah, Evelyn's awesome.
Hi, Evelyn.
Erica's in there. That's awesome. I'm so glad though. You came a long way though, Erica. So
well, thank
this
you.
is good.
Oh, thank you, Brad.
Yeah, I remember this 2 years ago when we first met you here, and you were just your situation was a wholly different situation than it is now. So you came a long way. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
I sent you a DM, Erica, of what I related to. So a lot of people, will have negative thoughts, and sometimes they come from other people, but sometimes they come from ourselves. So you need to be listening to some more affirmation stuff. Like you can find some affirmation videos about I am affirmation videos that will help with negative thoughts. And then like unserving ETs, they will give you really bad thoughts. They kind of like hack your brain type of thing. Give you really dark thoughts. So if you notice yourself having really dark thoughts that are not yourself, It could
Yeah.
possibly be unserving ETs, which you did have
Oh wow. Yeah, because
around you.
sometimes I do get random thoughts, and I'm like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
Do you wear crystals, Erica?
I wear them at work. Yeah, I gotta
I would
actually.
I wear them all the time. I wear protective crystals all the time. Almost, I want to say you should. That helps your thoughts. Like wear a
Okay.
crystal. Like get some obsidian, like a necklace or a bracelet.
Mhm.
Around something to keep you a protective bracelet. Maybe even go have Kathy take you up to Tamara's Crystal Boutique and get
Mhm.
one because yeah, you need to have a protection crystal. That way, the crystals will help keep your equilibrium, and also it'll keep you protected against psychic attacks and attachments like that.
Mhm.
As long as you just do the regular maintenance on them, that is cleanse the energy, and every now and then it might need a cleaning. But yeah,
Yeah. Oh
just keep them
wow.
on you.
And
Like
Well,
I
you should be feeling much, much lighter.
I am. Thank you, Stacy, so much. And what kind of ETs were those? Do you know?
I just ask if they're unserving, and then I get
Okay.
rid of them.
probably mantis.
Gosh.
I, 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 I don't want them to find out where I'm at, so I just try
Got
to go.
you. Got
I don't
you.
want them to visit me.
Mantis are they're little naughty little buggers,
Yeah.
and
And
they
Got
do a
then
lot of
they'll
psychic
come to
attacks
me
on people.
too. So it's not like I don't get them too, because I'll be like, gosh darn it.
gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a portal in my house, so I have lots of stuff that comes around.
Oh my gosh. She has her portal, man. Every night she's got different beings that's showing up, and these orbs will just pop up and float around in her garage. And I feel like people have
Wow.
portals around their house all the time, and depending on your energy, you can activate those portals without more active when your energy's around, because some of us are connected to these ley lines, and these ley lines are really powerful, and they have a significance to energy with these portals around us. So we're activating portals around us a lot, and some of us don't realize it.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Even my head feels lighter now. Wow.
Yeah, you should be feeling much better. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Stacy.
You're welcome, hon. How you doing, Evelyn?
Okay,
Hello,
we have Evelyn, True Patriot. Evelyn is next. Go ahead, Evelyn.
Hey, Evelyn, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
Hello to everyone, beautiful souls in this chat.
Hi.
Evelyn,
Hi,
you're amazing.
Stacy.
Hi.
Hi, Erica.
Hi, Evelyn, baby. How are you?
I'm fine, honey. I'm very happy with all your outcome in life. I wish you all the best in this new coming world.
Thank you so much. Same to you, Mama. Same to you.
Thank you, my darling. Thank you very much. And I wish all you guys the best. You guys are beautiful. I'm so glad that I found you.
Thank you.
Yes, you're awesome, Evelyn. Man, it's a great time. It's a great time to witness all this, because we're all coming from different places, and we're finding out we're not so far apart than we think. A lot of us have a full resonance that's connected deeper than this reality, and that's the amazing part of finding that out right now and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, that things are happening beyond our reality. Like collectively, we're seeing some pretty crazy stuff right now, but individually,
yes, we are.
we're also like experiencing some interesting stuff, and that's where we know things are going to be okay, because of our individual experiences that are being brought to the collective. So it's going to be an amazing time going forward, guys.
Indeed it is.
Indeed
it is.
And then there's certain people that are supposed to be here, I guess, to like have certain experiences, and their experiences will help other people. It's like the wisdom. It's like once you get up that amount of wisdom, you allow other people to kind of jump over mountains or come through mountains with the wisdom that you seek. And it's so interesting because like when you and Erica first met, you guys were from the same soul family, and Erica was going through a similar thing than you were, that you had. So your wisdom that you encountered was able to help Erica in her situation, which is almost very similar. And you guys have
that's
such
beautiful.
similar birthdays that like
Yes.
y'all kind of helped each other.
Yes.
And you guys carry the same resonance, so it's an understanding that goes beyond this reality. It's like you immediately understand each other just because of what you're going through.
Do. Yes, we do.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It's a beautiful thing, I tell you. I must say that this year, since I encountered speaking to you, I had heard you through Sarge, but when I called you and we did the readings and everything that you did for me for the galactic stuff, my life changed for the positive, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's awesome.
Love it.
Yes.
I wouldn't change it for the world, to be honest with you. I wouldn't change nothing that's happening to me right now. I wouldn't change it.
It's like once we become aware of certain things in our life too, things start working. Like once you become aware that you can do these things, you empower yourself, things start clicking. All your guides start talking to you. They start giving you messages. They're like, "Hey, we've been here the whole time. Where have you been at?" It's almost like that,
That's correct.
So I'm so happy that it helps so much. That's
well,
awesome.
the way I see it being that soon we're going to be seeing our galactic brothers and sisters. This was meant to happen. It was part of what's meant to happen. That's the way I see it. And
you're right. Right. We are. And I think it's gonna change a lot of things when people start being able to see our galactic brothers and sisters and the earth spirits, the elementals that's here that help the planet. These beings that we're about to privy to have been here for thousands of years. And some have just got here, but some of them have been here since the earth was created. So we're about to experience something that we're about to experience something that we've never been privy to. And of course we all are coming from different walks of life to experience it. And it's
something
I know it's
beautiful. I never understood why. I always felt attacked, spiritual attacks. And I understood it because I'm considered a galactic, so they were gonna attack me. I was against their whole, agenda. So those bad people will go after me. And now I understand it. Before I used to question it, I'd be like, Lord, why is this happening? But now we understand that when you come here to do something for humanity, they're going to attack you first, especially if it's positive. And I understood that.
Yeah, especially when you wake up at a certain time. Like some of us in here have woke up way before the timing because we were meant to wake up to learn these lessons. And that's where our cycles are. That's what the natal chart's showing, that some of these times we were meant to be awake to experience this. And we might have woke up at a time where it was chaotic. There was a lot of negative evil in the world. But those lessons you learned back then is going to make you just as stronger now. Because of that, why you got to wake so early is why you're in a situation now where you're able to navigate and empower people and empower yourself and do some pretty wonderful things. And that's a lot of healers that are here now have to, had to be challenged to be woken up that early.
Yeah. I was challenged in a very, very powerful way. And I gotta thank them for that. I gotta thank Source for that. I don't even know how to explain it. If I start now, I will never finish. But it's just surreal. You know what I'm saying? It's a surreal life experience.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's good that it's surreal for you. It's something you'll never forget.
No, I will never. No, no. And I am not looking back. I will not look back.
No need to. You're creating your future right now. No need to look back.
That's right.
The future is so great right now that there's no need to ever look back on things and dwell on things.
There's no need to ever look back. That is correct. That is correct.
Yeah. Interesting. I think we have one more person. Janet, are we doing Janet tonight? Kathy?
Yeah, if she opens up her mic.
Oh, she did? Janet, are you here?
If Janet could press the blue button, it'll allow her to speak.
Maybe
she keeps raising her hand, but she's not accepting the DMs either.
Yeah, Janet, there's a blue button on your thing. Just hit the blue button and it'll turn green. And then once you see the green mic, then you can talk. You might not have, or if you're on a computer and the microphone isn't hooked up, then you might not see that button. Okay.
I guess that's it.
How many did we do today? 4? 3? I think Irene has her hand up.
Okay, Irene, go ahead.
You can hit the
blue button.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I say, what do I need to do so I can be next time one of the
on the list?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can do a reading for you now. That you're here. You'd be my fourth person tonight. Okay, what's your birthday, the time you were born, and the location that you were born in?
Okay, my birthday is September 1776.
Okay.
I was born in December 1712. So it was between the 17th and the 18th.
So, okay. So you said December or September? I couldn't hear.
December.
Okay, so 12/17/76.
Yes.
And then what time were you born?
12 p.m.
12 p.m. And what city or what city were you born in?
Michoacan. Mexico.
Can you text it to me or how you spell it?
MICHUAN.
Okay.
Mexico.
Okay, I got you. It's in Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the hospital?
Yeah. Let me see. And while I'm looking this up. All right, 1 second here.
I'm having a really hard time hearing her.
Yeah, I think she's having some wind or something, some technical difficulties with that.
Yes, I'm outside the boat.
Yeah, it's really windy where she's at.
Okay.
Let me go inside my car then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the wind makes it a little bit harder to hear you.
12 p.m. All right.
And Irene, I was getting that to do like some tarot cards for you, if that's okay. Okay.
I'm walking fast to my car. It's very windy in California. I'm almost there.
Let me try to spell this. Let's see. It's MICHA. You.
Irene, I was getting, would it be okay to do tarot cards for you?
Do you hear me better?
Yes. Is it okay to do tarot cards for you?
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Got disconnected now.
Hey Irene, if you could text me the town that you or the city that you were born in. I think I spelled it wrong. If you can do that, that'd be awesome. Just text it to me.
I come back.
Okay.
Can you DM Brad your information?
The name of the city?
Can you message him the information because he was having a hard time hearing you?
Oh, send it to him or to you, Stacy?
Just send it to me. Just to text me the city that you were born in, so that way I can look it up there.
Give me it says only mute for me or open channel.
Oh, let me see. How do you spell it again? Is it M-I?
Michoacán. M-I-C-H.
Okay.
U. A. Michoacán. C-A-N. Let me send it to Stacy. Let me
Okay.
to Stacy.
Let me see this. I think I found it. Let me see.
And Irene, is it okay to do tarot cards for you, Irene?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. I send it to you, Stacy.
I found it.
Did you find it, Brad?
Yeah.
Michoacan.
Yeah.
That sounds like bad news.
No, I'm looking. Okay. Interesting.
No, seriously?
You're very okay. So I got some interesting alignments. I'm looking at it now. I see you as a very psychic person, but you're very intuitive. You have a lot of water in your chart and your first 3 planets alignments. But you have a high sun sign. You're a very spiritual person. You've always felt like you need to be here to do something or connect things. It's been like that your whole life. It's also in your 10th house right now. So this, like I said, you get shown things in a manner that's different from everybody else. It's more spiritual than anything, and it's more like downloads of information from all different places, sometimes directly from God. A lot of people who have like high alignments, like you, Stacy, Tammy, you guys have this innate sense of just getting information directly from the purest channel. It's almost like you got a channel yourself. Now, your 10th house of the sun sign, it kind of represents your energy into acting and authority and making feeling like you have to make a responsible contribution in the world. So a lot of people who have this placement in their sun sign are always working. They're working. They work hard. It's like you have a great need right now to feel accepted by society and who you are, and that's how you learn about yourself. So your career right now, your education is very important to you and learning stuff. And generally people who have this placement like the idea of being known or well known. I would almost say famous. They like the idea of it or being recognized for their efforts because of all the hard work that they put in. So a lot of people who have this placement are always seeking positions of nobility, honor, power, leadership. They seek jobs where they can help people in high positions. So I think you likely personally identify yourself with your career. Like there's no when people who have it in their 10th house, the gray line with their personal life and their career kind of merges together. So their personal life and their career are kind of in the same boat. Kind of like that. And it almost means that you can also kind of feel more comfortable behind the desk or a title than when directly showing yourself to others, like in a position where you can kind of help people. So being that you have this placement, I feel like you got excellent commitment and calmness, and you're collected. You have natural leadership abilities where you can kind of, when things get tough, you kind of know exactly where to navigate. It's almost like you get these downloads of information that tell you, okay, we need to do this, this, and this. And that's kind of where you're at right now. It's kind of how you're learning about yourself, because you're at your best when you can kind of fulfill a role from which you can earn respect and gain insight on what motivates you truly. And that's how you find out your personal power, when you what motivates you, as well as work your way to the top of whatever you're trying to do. So it's like you're learning about yourself, and also you're empowering people in the work realm or occupational realm, and in this realm at the same time. Now that moon sign in Scorpio at 9 degrees makes you very much of an empath. I would almost say sensitive to energies as well. It's in your 8th house. Scorpio moons, like I said, they kind of need to lighten up a little bit. They take a lot of things. They're really serious personality, very moody, and it probably affects your moods a lot because of the energies that you're picking up regularly. At 9 degrees, you're very sensitive to energies of just being surroundings, especially your surroundings. So, like I said, if your surroundings are chaotic, then you become chaotic. That's kind of like if you get what I mean with that. So, like I said, when your earlier home life for you might have been really difficult because people didn't understand you and what you were picking up, because you're picking up energies, and they probably thought you were just going through all these mood swings. Why are you feeling this way? No, because you're transmuting energy, and you're picking up energy at an elite level, and you tend to be sometimes have you kind of react especially strong to emotionally charged situations. Because
it just made me cry right now.
Well, the 8th house makes you very sensitive and psychic. So you are getting messages from things, okay? You are picking up things on a different level, and you're very intuitive, and it's like your natural inclination is to learn and to understand things. And once you do, I feel like you're going to be able to really help yourself, the people in your family, everything. So the universe kind of wants you to kind of just learn things, take your time learning them, trusting in your astral experiences and the experiences that you're seeing, because it's your guides, it's your angels, it's the guides that's guiding you in this process, that's showing you things a lot right now. So that's why you're seeing things and you're experiencing. You have these deja vu moments, or you have these I would say vivid dreams or daydreams, I would say, of different things, because they're talking to you. They're talking to you through those.
Oh yeah,
and
a lot. I dream a lot every night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's because of that. So this can make you really emotionally vulnerable, and you need to feel secure. But I feel like as long as you have those things that keep you secure, and you're going to be good. You already kind of protect the loved ones and people that's around you, and you're a really devoted person to the person that you care about. So that's a start, building that foundation, and learning, I guess, for you, because it's in your 8th house, to detach yourself emotionally from people that don't serve you. Like, just not give them all your energy, because you don't have to. Because you soak up people's energies once you do. It's like once you mingle your energy with other people that you care about, and they're not giving you that respect, that's where it can kind of you can kind of take on their energies and their problems. And a lot of people who have these placements tend to get attachments a lot and don't clear them, so it can make them moody and introspective and not want to see the world.
No, they don't want to hear me.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And it's hard to kind of deal with that. Now, you do have you have a Jupiter and Taurus that's really grounded. It's in your 2nd house.
Yeah.
So I feel like you know a lot. You're awake for a reason right now.
I've been away a long time ago.
Yes, it has been your whole life, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you have an appreciation for the material side of life. You like the good things in life, and which you attract to yourself very easily. Like things, the material side of life attracts to you, whether it be objects, knickknacks. I would almost say sometimes money. You don't have to try very hard to attract those things. You have the gift for making money naturally. So, and money is energy. So when you put your energy into something, you easily manifest into that. So I feel like that's how you are. You're just an appreciator of the finer things that life has to offer, and you kind of make this with ease. You're fond of the good things in life and people, and you don't like to take chances about it. I feel like you're really secure financially, so secure that you don't really have to worry about that part of yourself, because it's in your second house and it's in 22 degrees. Your consciousness, the more secure you are, the more your consciousness expands. So it's in the second house and it's in Taurus. You are, you're very easily attract the luxuries and the good things in life for yourself. And that's also how you expand your knowledge and you expand your consciousness. You make people feel, the more comfortable you feel, the more comfortable people around you feel. And you do have a Mars in Sagittarius, which kind of tells me, and it's in its 9th house. The reason I'm laughing is because Mars and Sagittarius, they are physically active. Like you always got to be doing something. Like you are moving, you have all this energy built up. Sometimes you got a lot of energy, and a lot of people who have this are very honest with their opinions. They're very outspoken. They got all this energy. They want to do they want to do a million things in one day. That's why I laugh about it, because I have a friend who's just like this. They scatter scatter the application of their energies so much that sometimes it's like you want to climb a mountain. You want to cook for dinner. You want to do this. You want to do this, and you schedule it in one day, and you have the energy to do it, but it's hard to apply it sometimes. So, but the benefit of this is you have this propensity to want to learn and keep learning, and the energy that you invest your time and energy in is learning of the higher mind, is traveling, is education, is reading books, is upgrading your mind, and it's just that Sagittarius and Mars has a haphazard way of going about doing it, even though they really want to do it. It's kind of like they're all in. They say they're all in, and then their energy is scattered in like 50 different things. So it's to the normal person looking inside, they're thinking, "Oh, this person's not focused." No, they're focused. They just are applying their energies to way too many things at once. So that's okay. It's in your 9th house, so you are at this point ready. You're physically active. You want to live a physically active life because it's preparing you to learn all the things necessary for you to learn right now, and to kind of soak in all this information. And it's giving you enough energy to do it. Like a lot of your energy is going to be traveling and learning new things. And this is that time for you to kind of feed to your consciousness and to kind of take in new action. So every action that you do is kind of a learning lesson for you.
One more question.
Yes.
One last question.
Sure.
I am alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like we are alone. Like we have spirits. Like light spirits. They take care of us, or angels. They are with us, or no.
So there are angels around us all the time, okay, that are constantly engaging with us, and I call them our guides. Everybody in this room has them, their own angels. Some of them are loved ones that crossed over. Some of them are guides that have been assigned to us since birth. And they literally are around us all the time, feeding us information. They're so close to you that it would shock you if I told you where they were. Some of them.
No, I am like you. I see faces everywhere all the time.
Yeah, they're in the sky. They're on our blankets. They're on our skin. They're on our walls. They are literally guides. Those beings that are close to you like that are your guides.
Yeah, I have the orbits since I was little. Those lights, they're always. People think I'm crazy.
You're not crazy. You're just activated.
Thank you so much.
You're activated. You're not crazy.
You make me cry good. Like I don't feel lonely anymore. Thank you.
Yeah, you were meant to be awake at this time, so that's why some people might think Well, those people that think you're crazy aren't on the frequency that you're on. You've been on this frequency since you were born. That's what I'm trying to show you, explain is that this is a birth thing that's happened to you. Your alignment, your soul resonance, your soul's frequency is already at a higher frequency normally. So now it's just coming to grips of knowing that. And because of that, your whole life you've been different. And now it's like the rest of humanity is catching up or catching up to understanding of that.
The last time I heard you read someone, I forgot her name. She said that when she born, she was sick, and you make a comment that was interesting. When I came out of my mom's stomach, I have infection in my eyes. That is normal?
Like an infection?
Yeah, like an eye infection. I almost lost my.
I don't know if that's normal. Different things happen to different people. Like when I was born, I had a caul over my face. My mom had, and they say when you have that, a lot of people are generally psychic. That could be something. That could be a mark for you.
Yeah, because I'd be hearing all these people talk to you, and I was making my own judgment that maybe it's they prevent for you to born, to not come to this planet. You don't hear, you don't see, you don't talk. Can be something like that when we are in our mother's womb? No.
Well, before we come on this planet, a lot of our souls have been already here doing other things in other realms. So a lot of us are coming back again before memories ripe of those experiences. There are some new souls here that aren't from this universe. I almost would say it's a delicate line, because there are some souls that are privy to remember these experiences. That's why you have like the phenomena of reincarnation and them remembering their past lives and stuff like that. It depends. It depends on the person. But I feel like you have that mark. It's probably a different mark for a reason, and you overcame it, obviously, because it didn't affect your eyesight, right?
Well, supposed to, when I came out of my mom's womb, the doctor said she's going to be blind because I have infection. And they couldn't see my eyes. It was full of pus in my eyes. So what they did, they put me they let me actually in the hospital for like 2 weeks with antibiotic, penicillin, so that was an infection coming from my mom, right? And the story that my grandma told me is that after 2 weeks, they were cleaning my eyes, and they took all the pus out of my eyes, and the doctor said, wow, this is a milagro, she can see. I mean, she's going to see, she's not going to be blind. That's the story my grandma told me, that's what happened when I born. Okay, so I don't know. I want to just ask you if that has anything to do with maybe when you and mother's womb, the evil don't want you to come to this planet because you're supposed to probably help others, and they don't want you,
Yeah, no, I get you. That could be. I mean, there could be something linked to that. I wouldn't say no, because our birth, that you are right. Like you're saying, like the soul, when a soul incarnates, the evil doesn't want certain souls to incarnate, so they'll do certain things. Yeah, I want to say that I feel in my spirit that there is a reason why you had it that way, and that's probably why you're so strong now. So just know that you are. I almost want to say my guys are saying that like it is a message for you. Like that was a message for you to kind of realize that you might have been attacked being born, but that's also of what your life lesson is to kind of overcome and to learn. And as you go through this, you'll learn more about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that is the case, and maybe I'll do I don't know. Stacy might do a tarot reading to find that out more, or I might do one for you down the road. Yeah, that might give more context to that. Because I feel like it is. I feel like that something's telling me that, yeah, your birth was significant where you had that happen, but it actually helped you. Is what I'm being told. Like it didn't, even though you might have thought it was a hindrance, it actually made you stronger. So just not sure how, but
And I'm
something's telling me.
penicillin now. That's funny.
That's awesome. Okay. Oh yeah. Kathy, I got your DM. So, and
Okay, we'll try one last time with Janet then.
Okay. Well,
She was
something
pressing it and holding it. She didn't know. She just had to tap it.
Okay.
I'm not finished with Irene.
I know we're getting to you now.
I just making sure. Okay. Is Janet back? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna look up her birthday alignment while you're doing Irene's here.
Okay. So, Irene, I went ahead and did a know, grow, and let go. And the session is being recorded too, so if anybody wants to go back and listen, you can go back and listen later. And the interesting thing was that I got all major arcanas. So to draw 3 cards and they're all major arcanas, that's like less than 2% chance to do that. So that's a kind of a big deal. So what you needed to know, hopefully you can see this because I can't tell. They updated the iPhones and I can't see myself on the phone.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, is the Empress what you needed to know? So the Empress is universe is recognizing that you have been like embodying the divine feminine and representing like nurturing and caring qualities. And the universe is reminding you to trust in the power of love and creativity to manifest your deepest desires and create beauty in the world, and to make sure to take care of yourself, because often we end up taking care of other people and not ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah. What you needed to grow was the Fool. Now, the universe is wanting to grow by embarking on any adventure and trusting your inner voice. So it signifies the start of a new phase in your life where the possibilities are limitless. So the universe is reminding you to approach life with enthusiasm and curiosity. It's a message that urges you to have faith in yourself and welcome the unknown with open arms. So if you're like me and you're a planner, it's hard to just have, wild abandonment with no plans. But that's what the universe wants us to do, to have faith in it. It's going to take care of us. And what you needed to grow was the Wheel of Fortune. So the universe is wanting you to let go of any feelings of being disconnected. It's important to examine your emotional connections to your current situations and address any issues that may be preventing you from moving forward. The universe is reminding you to let go of any resistance to change and embrace the natural ebb and flow of life, and trust that the universe has a plan in motion, and that this period of stagnation that you may be having is temporary.
Okay.
So that's what I got for you.
Thank you very much. I really need to hear this, and everything you said is where I did get disconnected of everything. I lost faith in everything. Thank you so much. I feel much better. And how did this happen? Because I wasn't planning to hear you guys, because I gotta walk my dog. I have an old lady I have to walk. And that just clicked in there, and I'm here. Oh, wow.
Divine intervention.
You are the Empress. That's all I say. You are the Empress. The Empress embodies intuition, psychic sense. You have all that. That's what you are. So
I love you guys. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Irene.
Thank you.
Nice. And thank you very much. That was awesome.
Thank you. No, thank you. This is awesome. I feel new again.
Okay. So we have Janet here. Now, Janet, I have you I have your chart already pulled up, actually. So in case it didn't work, I can actually start.
Say hello, Brad. Let's see if she can say hello. See if she can figure out the button this time. Tap your button once. When it turns green, you can say hi, Janet.
Can somebody turn off mine?
Yeah, I got you. I'll turn your mic off for you. There you go. There you go. I got you, Irene. Maybe her mic is not working for her, maybe. But I already pulled her chart up, so I can.
Okay, go ahead.
Janet. Let me see here. Yeah, you have some interesting alignments too, Janet. You're very much you're more empathic than most than the readings I've done today. You're very much of an empath. You're very sensitive to energies, naturally, and that could be also what's affecting the devices, like energetically. Like there could be a blockage in that, maybe because of your energy. I don't know, but you definitely are an empathic person. You do have power in your voice, so I do know when you do speak. People do listen because you have this Mercury in 22 degrees in Aquarius that kind of tells me that you have a lot to say, Janet. And when you do say, it does have an effect on people. So that's interesting because Aquarius and Mercury, they're very analytical. They're very detached. They're very scientifically minded. Almost, I would say they have excellent powers to make things make sense, and they have a good judge of character. So they're a kind of person that works well in groups naturally. And because your Mercury and your sun signs in the 11th house, that's how you find out about yourself. Your sun signs in the 11th house in Aquarius in 8 degrees. So the 11th house represents a concentration of your energy, your vital force to belong as a function, as a part of a group or group consciousness. So that's how you identify yourself right now, is you love to be in membership of all these various different groups. And within those groups of friends, that's how you kind of find your identity. Within these groups, you find yourself. And you are extremely aware of the collective awareness of politics, spirituality, humanitarianism, social interactions. Whatever the group or groups you choose to participate in, you kind of easily kind of align yourself to those groups. And then you find your purpose through those. So I almost want to say you're a natural leader in that regard, because once you kind of find the right group that fits in with the frequency that you're on, you quickly kind of assimilate those ideals and you become a leader with these original thoughts and things like that to help a group collective. So you have like this intuitive awareness of what the group or collective needs and wants, and kind of manifest by surrounding yourself with like as many like-minded people as possible. That's kind of actually what will benefit you right now, is put yourself around as many like-minded people as possible that kind of give you security, to give you a purpose in life. And so that way you won't be vulnerable to losing your identity to a group. And I feel like once you do that, it will benefit you a little bit easier by identifying your own unique viewpoints as an individual and becoming more aware of how you fit in with a group than just merging everything with a group. Because sometimes people in the 11th house and their sun sign will lose their identity to the group and not be their own individual. So be the individual that you are already, because you are very original. And your thought process, how you go about things is different. You think differently. You think outside the box for things naturally, Janet. And you are very sensitive to energy. So you reading people and picking up energy is very easily. And you're very much of an empath. You're very intuitive with this. And then you have a psychic moon sign. So you're an empath and you're psychic and intuitive. You have a mixture of both. Because you have this moon in Scorpio in its 7th house, which is interesting. And it's even more empathic than your sun sign. So you're very sensitive to energies. I almost want to say you can't be around a lot of people because you kind of pick up the energy of the person or the people that you're around or your environment very easily. So you have to protect your energy in a sense. But because it's in your 7th house, that's the house of interpersonal. It's the house that represents emotional sensitivity in the area of interpersonal relationships. So people who have their moon sign in their 7th house generally are very sociable people. They're very popular, and they feel comfort and harmony when they're in some kind of intimate partnership with others, and that who can reflect their emotions back to. So it's kind of like you find yourself through a partner, and that's why I say it's the house of marriage or soulmates. So either if you're married right now, you're either really identifying yourself through your partner, through your husband, or you are, or if you're not, you are finding your soulmate. You're looking for a soulmate right now. Because that's how you are learning more about yourself, because you're very aware of how others affect you as an emotional person. So the 7th house kind of wants you to become more aware of yourself when you perceive those efforts of people that are intimately close to you. So you got to be careful of this, because this energy will make you instantly dependent on people, and people tend to like merge their whole self with this person, and they forget who they are, or they have no identity after that. So you may have difficulty time perceiving yourself as a separate or unique person outside of your relationships. So you have to kind of learn that you need your own needs, your own emotional needs and values and wants that are independent of your partner's energy, because that's the key for you. But the universe is kind of aligning you this to have these values, to find that person that aligns with your same values as you. It's a mirror of yourself. So the ideal people that we want in our relationship is pretty much us. It's a mirror of us, just in a different sex and just in a different body. But we always want somebody who's like us, that can kind of go with us in a sense. So that's how you learn about yourself, is through these intimate, close partnerships. And I call it the house of marriage, because normally when people have this in their sun or moon sign, they're in a cycle of meeting this individual that's going to just randomly pop up in their life, or this individual's in their life, and they're learning more about their self already through this individual. So that's interesting for you. Another interesting is your capacity to get things done. You have this Mars in 26 degrees, so you are a hard worker. You work hard. I almost want to say you're still working in a sense. If you're not, see, people who have Mars in their 10th house, if they retired, they still feel like they're working. They're still doing something. And then this is the house of action. So because it's in Cap, you're very ambitious. You're very persistent. You're very conservative. You are a very responsible person, and you go about things of being like a good leader, a good role model, a good follower, and getting things done. You seldom speak without a purpose, and you kind of, I would say, are like a person that kind of is like a strong, silent type of person. Now, people with this placement have to work through issues of being a little egotistical or pride or arrogance. But I feel like the only down thing for you is that tunnel vision of wanting that you can't only see with the end of the tunnel sometimes. But that's why you manifest and get things done so easily for yourself, because of that tunnel vision. It's like you see the end of the road there, and you will not stop at nothing less but to get there. And because it's in your 10th house, this is going to make you achieve much in life. It's going to make you very responsible. You're going to be a good follower and a good leader. And I almost feel like you get things done. When you put your mind to it, things happen. Things get done. That's the determination factor. Your will to get things done is unmatched. And that's how you manifest things for yourself. And since it's at a high 26-degree alignment, it's almost like every action that you do that kind of gives you that tunnel vision is a calling for you to do. Almost. It feels like a spiritual calling. Like you're meant to do these things and to change the world and change your reality in that regard, on how you assert yourself. So I hope that helps. And then you got a rising in Aries, which makes you this very energetic person, very outgoing, very forceful. I think like you just are a person that of action. You're better. I think you are you're good at getting things done, and you're a better starter than a finisher though. Like you're a self-starter, but it's hard sometimes for you to finish things. You like to start things and engage right away and get into things. Sometimes I feel like you're the person that will go headstrong into any kind of challenge, and that's good. That's a really Aries and rising thing. They like to rush into things before reflecting, and they have great energy about it. They're really physically active. So I feel like you have all this energy that sometimes it's hard for you to sit down. Sometimes it's hard for you to stay put in one area because you feel like you got to do something. You got to move around a lot, and you get your own way a lot. But sometimes you have to learn to be more subtle about it, because you can kind of come off the people as being very dominating and forceful personality, but you do get your own way, and people do listen to you. You just I feel like once you can kind of constructively make use of your energy that you have abundance of, I think you'd be amazing. Just learning how to just burn off the energy in the right way, constructively, to put something that you need to get done, because you have so much energy that sometimes you have more energy than most people. So sometimes you might need to like put your energy into something that's constructively going to something you want, instead of just burning it off. But once you do that, you can move a lot of mountains for yourself. And that's that part of yourself that kind of keeps you going, keeps you moving. But all the other ones, you're much of an empath. So protect your energy. Be aware of who's around you, your surroundings, because you do pick up a lot of residue and a lot of energies. Sometimes that could also affect devices and things like that in that nature. You might have a lot of malfunctions of devices happening around you because of this, but that's also can attribute to that. But that's okay. Just protect your energy, because you are an empath, very sensitive to energies. And I hope this helps.
Yeah, and I went ahead and pulled an oracle card because I wasn't sure what she would want. So I went ahead and did that.
Oh, she texted me what she wanted, Stace. 10 seconds.
Huh?
10 seconds ago, while you were speaking, she texted me what she wanted.
Oh, okay. Well, I already pulled something, so that's what I pulled. I pulled this is an oracle card. It says Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So it is time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They are coming up to be healed, and there has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. So take a look at patterns in your life that are ready to be released. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiration date. It is time to unwind from them. This is the time in your life in which you are free yourself from trauma of lives from the past. What old ways of being have an expiration date? When you name them, you claim them, and they stop holding power over you. When acknowledging these old patterns, it is also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe. In order to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. It is time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. So to activate this, you can say, I release old soul stories, vows, contracts, and patterns that are no longer aligned with who I came here to be in the present time. I carry the lessons, growths, and gifts, but I no longer choose to live in the same story. May I be unbound, forever unbound. So I hope that helps.
That's awesome. And guys, just to let you know, if you guys want a private session with me or Stacy, I'll post the links on the wall. I'm also going to post this video on the wall, so anybody that got a reading done today, you can download it, keep the video for yourself once this is over. And the private sessions kind of go deeper into the natal chart. We go more into your galactic chart. We do your birthday chart, and then also Stacy offers her packages of clearings, readings, Reiki sessions, and healings with her website posted on the wall as well. So, yeah, this has been a really energetic time for everybody going through all this. We're all going through these different cycles right now. That's kind of pushing us to experience everything in our reality, and right now we're seeing a lot of interesting stuff happening. And then individually, we're going through all our interesting stuff, and we're meant to go through these things right now because well, we're all on different levels, and we all have different purposes to be here. Some of us were awakened earlier in our lives, so we have a little bit more, I guess you want to say, universal responsibility to kind of help others. And then there's others that just woke up who are coming into this information and learning more about themselves and letting go of the things that don't serve them or that are holding them back. So the key is that we're all heading in the same direction, and that we are all learning these things at this time to help the next generations that's coming up. And that's key. I mean, it goes back to the children, really. But the fact that we all chose to be here at this time makes it the most remarkable time to be here and to experience all this, because this has never happened in the universe, on the universal spectrum of things, what's happening right now. So, very exciting times.
Janet text, thank you very much, and she loves us all very much.
Oh, thank you, Janet.
Awesome.
Very much so.